January favorites! Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's favorites time. I've missed the last couple of favorites videos. I started doing things a little bit differently and doing more like a B-roll music montage of favorites, but I'm just gonna go back to the old school way of doing it, sitting, talking at you, being excited about favorites. Also, very excited about this whale. Alex and I saw him at Meijer and we bought him. I bought a stuffed animal whale because I'm an adult and that's what adult decisions look like. But we are talking about favorites, and I have a couple of beauty favorites, a couple of hair favorites, and then a lot of lifestyle favorites because that's usually how things go with my favorites videos. So let's dive right in. The first thing is a mascara. This is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I talked about this in a Vlogmas video, and you guys said that you loved it and it was going to be a really good mascara, and you were completely 100% right. This mascara is the best I've tried. I'm really into the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, but I think this one is better. It does have a pretty thick like wand, but that seems to work really well in its favor. It gets all of my lashes, like even the tiny little ones close up and then the ones at the far end that I just can't seem to get. This does an excellent job at grabbing all of those. It holds a curl amazingly well. It's wet without being too wet that it doesn't ever dry. It's just amazing. I really, really like this mascara, and if you're in the mood for one, try this one out. I know it's a little pricier. It is a higher end mascara, but I find mascara and my eyebrows to be like my two most important makeup places where I like to put makeup, like my two biggest focal points. So I really want to make sure that they look good, and this mascara will definitely do that. On the other end of the spectrum, I have a very affordable lipstick option. This is an e.l.f. lipstick in the shade Bold Berry, and I was so happily surprised by this lipstick. It's kind of a matte while being like a satin finish, but it's so hydrating. It's really buttery on the lips, and it's so pigmented. Like if I were to wear this full on, it would be very, very bright on the lips. So I like to dab it on and like rub it between my lips. I keep saying the word lips, but I like to wear a lot lighter and it lasts forever. And I find that cheaper drugstore lipsticks tend to fade weird, but this one doesn't. It looks really, really good through the entire like life of the application, and it fades away really nicely. Moving on to hair stuff, I got a haircut probably a month or two ago now, and I hated it. It was too short. I thought I looked so dumb. It was like a page boy haircut. It looked terrible on me. It had weird choppy layers. It just did not work out. So now it's grown out a little bit, and I've been wearing it like tied back in a like half ponytail, but I've really had to figure out how to make my hair work for me. And I find that my shorter hairstyles, I really like to have curls. Obviously it makes it a little shorter, but it just looks better when there's something going on and it's not just like this bowl cut of a mess on top of my head. So you guys have been wondering what I've been doing with my hair. So I'm going to share a couple of the products that I've been using. One of which is the Bumble and Bumble Surf Spray for sexy, beachy, windswept styles. So I spray this. It's like my third step of my hair routine. Never before have I used so many hair products on such short amount of hair. Like I have never used as many hair products as I do now. So I use a Living Proof styling treatment, this like L'Oreal spray thing, and then this. And I find that using this doesn't give this like beachy look, but it makes my hair grittier and dirtier, I guess, for lack of a better word, so that I can style my hair a little bit easier. It can hold more of a wave or a curl without actually having to do anything to it. So this is really good for hair that's kind of difficult to work with. I'm sure it's going to be amazing for people who like you put product in your hair and then it works instantly. I'm sure this would be fabulous in the summer, but it's doing a really good job helping my hair to get a little bit more texture in it so I can do stuff with it. The real hero to my hair routine is this hairspray. This is the Garnier Fructis Extreme Control Hairspray. It's like the 5th on the like ranking of how strong this is. It's the strongest they have. And I love this stuff. I've gone through 3 or 4 cans of this, but it just does an amazing job at holding a look without it looking stiff or crunchy. Like you could obviously spray it to heck and have your hair look stiff and not move at all. But I just love how I can spray this into my hair after doing those like steps and it holds whatever like waviness that my hair naturally has. This I curled a little bit so it looked a little bit fuller, but this does an amazing job at holding it throughout the entire day. It's really affordable, which is what I like, and you get tons of it. So win-win, super win. Moving on to lifestyle favorites. Of course, I have to talk about a squishy. This is one I got in the month of January. It's a peach, but it also kind of looks like a butt, which I think is fun, like a corgi butt or a real butt, whatever kind of butt you want it to be. But it's so squishy. Like, this is one of the best ones I have. If you saw my squishy video, this is very comparable to the cake one. And I just think it's so funny that it looks like a butt. Like, whenever people come over and they see it, they're like, oh, wow, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's a peach. And they're like, yeah, it totally is a peach. But I know it, like, immediately that they were thinking it was a butt, but they were, like, really uncomfortable about it. I don't know why I find that so humorous, but really cute. Peach squishy. Love it. So you guys keep up with what Oh Hello is getting into, then you know that we now make mugs and planner cases in-house. We have this like cement room in our basement that we've set up all of our heat presses, and we're doing all of it in-house, which is super exciting. So I wanted to share this mug. This was the first mug that we made, and it has our cactus design. This is actually the March subscription. So the current subscription we're doing is this cactus theme. And I just think it's so awesome that we're able to make this stuff ourselves. And I'm putting this on my desk and putting like pens and stuff in it because it's super cute. Another cool thing about our mugs is that you're able to customize them like completely. So if you want this to say anything on it, you can completely do that. You can add your name, you can make ones for your friends. It's just really awesome to be able to like do it all ourselves so we can make it super customizable. As for reading this month, I've read quite a few books, but my favorite one is Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear by Elizabeth Gilbert. And ironically enough, I've never read Eat, Pray, Love, so this was my first experience with Elizabeth Gilbert as a writer, and I enjoyed this book a lot. I'm not one for self-help books. I feel like they can kind of just be like, while you're reading them, you feel very motivated. Like when you read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Them Up, you were like, yes, I totally get this. Let's get rid of everything I own. And then a couple months later, you're just kind of like, what was I thinking? I should have 12 dozen squishies. That's something I need. So I feel like self-help books are great in the moment, and then they kind of like peter out. But this did a really great job on touching on subjects that I already felt. Like I felt that way about inspiration and about creativity, but this put it into words a lot better to help me acknowledge what I was feeling. And I think it's going to be one of those books that sticks with me and that I'm going to want to read again and again. So if you're a creative or you're trying to figure out if you are, that's the thing that this book is really good about talking about, is like, we feel this need to try and like prove to ourselves and to others that we are a photographer or we are a graphic designer, when if you feel passionate about it and you pursue it, you already are. You don't need to have like a college degree to say that you're something if you just pursue it yourself. I'm not describing it as well as she is, but I really like this. And at first I was like, I don't really need to read a book about creative living. I have my own business, like there's creative parts to it. Like I really undersold what I was doing. And this helped me to like acknowledge the fact that I am a creative person. I do live creatively and how I can do it better. I really liked this book. If you have a library, go check it out. Everybody has a library. That's a silly thing to say, but go to your library and check it out. I actually wrote a blog post recently about how great local libraries are. And I have become obsessed with ours. It's just such a cool thing. Like you can just use a card, check out a book that you want to read without spending $1, which is amazing. So I've been reading like crazy because of our library, and you should definitely check this book out as well as your library. A little PSA for libraries. My last favorite for January will come as no surprise to you. You know I've been talking about this and basically every single one of my videos, and I promise that the video is definitely coming. I think it's actually coming next week or in 2 weeks. I am obsessed with my Rifle Paper Co. agenda. I love this thing. It's made to-do lists so easy. I feel so much more organized and focused. I love that I can write out like my entire week of to-do list so I can see like what I want to accomplish on Monday, Tuesday. So like at the start of the week, I know that like on Thursday, I'm filming this video and I don't feel as stressed. Like, you know, when you have this giant, massive to-do list, but you haven't figured out exactly when you want to do certain things, you just feel this overwhelming sense of like, there is so much I have to do. But this book has made it super easy just to be like, okay, that's going to happen on Thursday. So I'm not overwhelmed by everything because I've broken it down. But I'll be going into more detail about this in that video because you guys got to know about this thing. It's so portable and easy to take with me, and I love it so much. It's so good. But that is it. Those are all of my January favorites. Let me know in the comments below what things you've been loving in January, whether it's makeup or lifestyle things. What are you currently doing in your planner? What is something weird that you're into? Do you like squishies? Do you collect certain things? Let me know in the comments. Let's chat down there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoy favorites and subscribe for more videos from me every single week. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!